Let's get it on. Let's party. Guys, let's jump into Inferno. CLOUD9 taking on Spirit.
Thank you very much, fellas. Nothing's gone down just yet, but the pistol has definitely had about 20 seconds elapse. We've seen a quick jump to second mid. Zepp has taken that spawn and looked for early info second, called nothing. They're just chilling on that T ramp. We've got a bit of banana presence as well.
Yeah, look where Esatag is. There's no one on the B-bomb site right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is very interesting start here from CLOUD9. A huge gamble stack towards middle. They got 2 on arch side, 2 towards short, and Esatag playing full retake. So if this is a B execute from Spirit, they get the site for free, and that's where the utility of Alex and Mezzi is really going to come into play.
They're essentially playing retake. This smoke's going to land. The rotate will have to come in. Molly's invested. That should be enough of an indication on a pistol.
No one's moving yet. They're going for info mid now, but the bomb's going to be down and the rotation's going to be super late. So that 40-second clock, it's already going to be started.
This is odd. Okay, well, this is going to be quite the retake. Mezzi does have the kit. Smoke available. This is going to be basically escort the President Mezzi to the bomb. And SDY does get traded 1-for-1. Dexter backs away. New addition. Looking to add firepower. Esatag has stood there the whole round. He loses his duel. They're running out of time here, Chad.
Yeah, this is a real problem. Look at this. It's a close plant.
Oh, dear.
Flashed, and Mir takes down another. This is a calamity for CLOUD9. The pistol round has fallen apart. The gamble stack doesn't pay off. And look, it's best at ones. The pistol rounds, they're going to mean so much more in this environment. I love to see the risky plays on the CT pistol.
But the hesitance when the smoke lands, can you explain that one?
I think they're looking for fakey boys, right?
Okay.
We're getting that out early. They're thinking Spirit, they're going to throw a couple nades. Maybe they'll posture a bit to B. They'll rotate back mid. We got 4 of us here. We'll catch them off guard. And if not, we go for that retake. Well, unfortunately, as soon as Spirit get the site for free, they don't take any damage. They can set up. They had plenty of time to plant that bomb. And they were sitting pretty.
Okay, but I will talk about how difficult it is to convert second rounds. You won the pistol, but now the hard part. Yes, MAC-10s, Galils, AKs, they should have an advantage, but these close, narrow angles and just the sheer proficiency with the Deagle. I do love an apartment CZ action. You can see Zepp has equipped himself with one of those, but he's got 3 advancing towards his position slowly.
Yeah, note the amount of smokes we've seen come out from CLOUD9 here. So they have 5 across the board. This is going to be able to drop them and delay for as long as possible. So Spirit, they need to apply a little bit of pressure early, bait that out, find out what type of buy that they're dealing with, and you can see that here. Posturing top mid, they're getting control of mid wall now. Top banana coming into the same time. And with 1:10 left on the clock, CLOUD9, they can start dropping their smokes now.
Floppy didn't drop it, I was going to say. I think he heard the Molotov sound. He heard someone burning in the flames. That was enough of a cue to drop all his util. He finds nothing from it, and now Spirit know they've got about 10 seconds till that fades. Esatag knows that as well. He'll back up Floppy. Alex is even starting to float CT. They're going for another B here, Chad.
Yeah, and there's 2 nades as well. They might be able to deny
do they deny it? Do they deny? I think they have to respect it.
Okay, there's still plenty of time for them to drop back, but some of the issues now for Spirit is utility of their own. It's only the smoke and the Molotov left. They're all 5 are in banana.
They haven't retaken middle, so they have no info as to whether or not this is a full commitment.
Yeah, the gamble stack's looking good here. 3 players on the site for CLOUD9, 30 seconds left. Nades set up. There's a lot of damage to be done here.
1 single HE. This could be perfect from Alex, softening him up for the Deagles. Timing looks good. 25. Oh, he swallows it. Magic's down to 50. Body shots work. Oh, no, they don't. 48 inflicted. Magic's lives on. Alex needs something. Damage, not enough. Caught on the jump, and that should be the round. Spirit will be locking it down. Battening down the hatches, and not a single player going down. Magic's very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, a lot of unconfirmed damage there, right? Those nades chipping away, and now you'd want to hold on to your investment here, CLOUD9. They're getting a little bit inquisitive, seeing if they can find a freebie, but the flash will come in, and we can see backing off on the radar on the top left. They will just be leaving Esatag marooned.
Can they get everyone off the site? Esatag is still lingering,
but yeah. Here, though, Alex. It seems unlikely. It seems they're all leaving.
Oh my God,
he has no idea that they've all vacated. Nobody stayed with the bomb. If Esatag starts making a move
he'd have to go now.
He would have to get stuck in, but it doesn't look... okay. A chance that looks so beautiful.
Why aren't they just wall hacking and radar hacking?
How come he doesn't know nobody stayed with the bomb?
God damn.
Come on, Esatag.
It's all that. It's again, that's unconfirmed damage that kind of dictates that. Because they had 3-4 players that had to really leave B, they wanted to leave as a pack. Esatag having a kit in construction during all of that. Oh. The chances.
Yeah, and one of the problems was for CLOUD9 there wasn't any dropped MAC-10s, there wasn't any upgraded, scouts or anything for them to pick up and scavenge to drop this across. So it will just be the 2 Deagles, the CZ, a little bit of utility to work with. Alex and Floppy most likely going to stay with a relatively full eco on this one. And Team Spirit might get a chance to breathe, but you saw their patience there, right? And one of the points that Yanko was mentioning on the desk was with Spirit previously, they had Patsy in as the 6th man, and he was actually playing on Inferno instead of Dexter. And now that Dexter's been unleashed and AWP on Inferno, we're going to get to see what he brings, especially on this T side. It's a first look for Cloud9. It's a first look for us.
Yeah, I imagine he's quite proficient with the AK. Certainly not this round, as Alex has actually double dinked him with the USP, puts the AK on the ground. Another one where that came from in Mir. He advances towards the Deagle of S-Attack. In fact, they're boosted. A chance. Nice 1-for-1. It's good from Cloud9. They're staying competitive in this round. Just a couple of Kevlar vests and pistols. Problems now for Spirit. Bombs way back at T-spawn. If Mezzy doesn't go down, oh, it's great from Magix. Now things get awkward. Their A defender is only Zepper, and he's got a CZ tucked in way away from the site. Alex has to try and bail him out.
Yeah, they might have to go for this one as well, Cloud9, and it's not a bad place to be, and they still have that smoke. It's just been dropped towards top mid. More info. Bomb's being picked up, 50 seconds left, and that's a big frag from Magix. Controlling these rotations, A site's being cleared, the bomb can make its way. Alex is the only thorn in the side.
Oh, he's been spotted just as he looked away. Timing does favor Team Spirit, and they'll be getting that bomb down now. S-Attack with that previous kit. He's recovered a MAC-10 as well for his troubles, and he's hoping to find a little more, but this is Team Spirit converting the opening 3.
Yeah, and relatively clean as well, so you have to be happy with this. When the guns come out for Cloud9, it's going to be interesting to see the way they want to apply this. Do they want to go aggressive banana, use all the utility? Spirit have already shown in these anti-ecos, they're more than happy just to sit and wait out that utility. Is the AWP going to come out in the hands of Dexter? Do they want to keep this relatively fast? I remember last year when we were casting a bit of Spirit, we were, this is when Idis Bounce was on the roster, we were thinking some of their T-round calls could be a little bit all over the place, right? Sometimes it was really slow, sometimes it was really fast. From match to match, it seemed a bit weird. But I think with this firepower addition of Dexter, they're definitely looking better and better. And we were talking about the CIS teams, right? Virtus Pro towards the tail end of last year, starting to go up and up. Obviously, Na'Vi. I think Spirit and Gambit, they're both in the play-ins here at Katowice, are two names which teams need to be looking out for. Two names who I think have the clear potential to make it into that main group stage. Could be the year of the CIS, Alex.
But Chad, obviously, you know, there is a degree of bias. We all have Cloud9 jerseys at home.
We literally do.
Yeah. In fact, the general manager gave them to us personally.
He knocked on my bedroom door.
Yeah, he did. Now, I will have to admit that I'm still holding out hope for an official game from Cloud9 where Mezzy has the impact that I've heard about.
Okay.
You know, there's been a lot of practice discussions and a lot of scrims. That's basically half of Hank's job, is just basically reporting back after those scrims. And, you know, Mezzy has had huge moments for the squad, but yet to see it in an official capacity against the world's best. This could be a great chance. Poppy's gone, though. That's great from SDY. Sets up Mir for another opening frag. And Spirit have had no issues finding them so far.
You know what's insane? We're sitting here talking about Dexter. How can we possibly forget about that combo of Mir and Magix? You're going to see him so aggressive around these smokes, getting flashed in and just going for entries. He's still putting pressure on B all alone. Yeah,
look at his flight path. It's just so regimented. Every pre-aim, every crosshair placement just looks almost robotic, perfectly straight. Clearing out sandbags, even though his teammates there, just hoping there's no bait. That's how diligent they're being. But a gamble from Cloud9. Oh, they want info. Oh, Mir's going to screw him. S-Attack's not going to check. Oh, dear. Alex's flash nearly set him up for success, but a double so far. Mir has opened up the B site and gotten away from it as well.
You can just see how much pressure he took, right? And that was without nades. There was no tells for him sneaking up and getting into that cutout position. And again, Cloud9 have to gamble. They're hedging over towards A. If the attack comes into the A bomb site, 3 players here to defend. If it's B, they'll just go for the save. It looks like it's going to be the former, though. Oh,
this is some really nice Counter-Strike from Spirit. They're just playing the basics. Alex, however, the AWPing presence. A lot of people suggesting it's just temporary with him on the AWP. Only one. Mezzy needs another. Oh, he's got it as well. Zepper's providing a lot of support. A 2v2. Suddenly it gets competitive, and he's pulled the...
There's time.
He's pulled the ripcord. Trying to charge. Zepper's chasing, and he gets the frag. Now Mezzy, no! He's hunting him down. Chopper wants to go A, and Mezzy, 10 seconds, he peeks, and he takes them both. That was risky business. My goodness, Cloud9, Zepper and Mezzy partner up to make a 2v4. The first round on the board.
I thought Spirit almost made the most of that mid-round com right there. The fact that it would have been absolute chaos, dropping back.
Am I making it up? Was it 2v4?
Well, they lost that opening frag, right? And then they traded out on the
Alex
side.
got one, so yeah.
It was not a great spot for Cloud9 to be in by any means, but a nice little multi-frag here is going to help the confidence. But the economy's not going to be great. Only one Cloud9 member survived. So the AWP's going to come out, the M4s are in play, but you've got 2 SMGs in the mix against these 5 rifles of Team Spirit.
So do we need Aggie SMGs, or are they just tucked in on B?
They can definitely play it tight with that utility, and Alex's AWPing prowess is also going to slow Spirit down here, right? If he can continue to prod and take a couple pot shots and then fall back to other lines, then Spirit are going to have to respect it. But it looks like they're going for a pounce here out of apartments. 3 players early.
So the util comes from SDY and Degster?
Yeah, that should be the setup onto the site here. And then once they feel ready, they can just pop out of these halls, and that's going to leave Mezzi and Pit to defend again.
Okay, you put your best player in Pit. Let's see if Mezzi can justify the positioning. It doesn't look like they're coming on the first wave, actually. It baits out util. Spirit are playing nasty little games here.
That smoke that they drew right there means that if they want to re-hit up short, Mezzi cannot smoke himself out if a Molotov lands or try one way around it. So they're bleeding out that utility. They're also identifying where the players are, and this is all being called through to Chopper, helping him make some decisions here as the in-game leader. Back to Banana. Up will go. It's just the pack roll, right? If they find a frag, they can just go as a unit.
Yeah, I can imagine how difficult this could be to play against. Bursts of just loud warfare, and then they disappear. Here comes the smoke. He spots it. Floppy anticipating bit of a battle. Nades aren't bad. Softens them up. At least the M4s now have a distinct advantage. Floppy yet to frag. Esa tag low, down to 41. SDY slipped the net. That's a problem. SDY, it's just a matter of time now. Floppy doesn't seem to have a clue. The smokes have set him up so well. And now Alex gets caught. They're aware. 2 more CTs tucked in on the site, but he can hear them coming. Floppy with 1, needs another. Oh, an Esa tag caught out from the pool advance. It's only Floppy. They're working as a great unit. Oh, Floppy would need more. Mezzi saves the day. And he saves the day again. Back-to-back rounds delivered by Mezzi. My goodness, that's lovely. 3 kills, back-to-back, 7 in total. Oh, I thought that was Spirit's round all day of the week.
They keep changing the puzzle piece, right? Oh, we're going to go attack A, we move back, we're as a unit, they take control. You see they're not rushing it, they weren't actually forcing straight into the site, they're just taking territory and waiting for these CLOUD9 members to pick. And then Mezzi, 10 seconds left again, and he gets it done. That's a huge round right there, and a frustrating one for Spirit, because, yeah, they're doing everything right in the early stages.
Bit of a lip reader there, Chad. I think even I know what you said.
All right. Well, it is going to be another time. Well, it's going to be a timeout, the first timeout for Cloud9. And once again, they need to make this economy work, right? You're still winning the round. That's great. That's the ultimate goal here. But to spread your cash, to be able to drop the guns, to keep this one going, that's where questions need to be asked. We can bring up the scores on the doors here for everybody playing at home. Mezzi at the top. Well, 2 impact rounds, 7 kills for him. On the other side of things, Mia, he's got 5 with Chopper and 110 ADR for Mia at this stage. So still very, very early moments within map. I was going to say map number 1. It's the best of one. There's only one map.
It's been so long, Chad, that you're right. You know, the Magic's and Mir duo, we haven't kind of presented it in the same way we would have if this was month 8 of our stint. But obviously, it's a partnership that we get more and more familiar with the more we see Team Liquid. These two are a beautifully complementary pair. Oh, Esa tag. What's that? What is that? The flashes are just so good. Chopper's made a meal of it, but he gets them both. A snack.
No.
Oh dear, that is so awkward. It's all of these Team Spirit flashes. Like, they are not pushing anything, even if it's at the start of the round without a supportive flashbang.
And that was against a low buy, right? So you check out the minimal investment from Spirit here. Well, now we're left with a UMP and
it was an AK.
Exactly. And they didn't have anybody else there to follow through. The smoke segregated them. And at this point, Team Spirit, even though they have the weapon disadvantage still, you know, not working with a huge amount of armor, there's a lot of damage taken. The number advantage is critical here on the T side. So we need a multi-frag again from one of these Cloud9 individuals to make this round even doable.
Oh, God. Gets awkward
Stressful. It's been a stressful couple of rounds.
Yeah, especially considering that Chopper's just gone and taken some of your best weapons and best players away with a Tech 9 and a flashbang. Alex needs to find something, and this is a potential chance, but there's so many of them. Oh, he wasn't looking. And it's an easy collection, not only a frag, but a UMP, 4 magics. Just 2 remain now. This almost a guarantee. Mezzi would have to have another hero round. I don't think he's got it in him. SDY agrees, knocks him on his ass and puts 4th on the board for Team Spirit. Just going to be the save from Zeppa. See if he can find anything better. He's hanging out at Banana and looks like he hasn't quite. Other than $600. Thank you very much, Dexter.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how this one pans out for Cloud9. I see that, obviously, I know you're a bit of a Mezzi fan. I've watched a bit of their games, and I think that Zeppa and Floppy, they can find a lot of traction when the chips are down. Now, it hasn't been amazing for Cloud9, if we're going to be honest. Things have been relatively slow, especially with the whole roster change-up, Alex taking over the main AWPing role.
Yeah, and I can't speak to, you know, what the boys on the desk were talking about in regard to Zeppa not being the role required. But I will say I'm very happy to see that Zeppa didn't get lost to the Valorant world. I think he was a talent that clearly dedicated a large portion of his life to this game, and to have it not pay off due to a global pandemic and a less popular region, it would have been a shame. I'm just glad he's been given an olive branch to show us what all that hard work has been leaning towards. Cloud9, of course, a roster and an organization that certainly does have some synonymous connections to the North American Counter-Strike scene. good to see him picked up alongside a very wide, eclectic mix of nationalities. And this is no fun for Cloud9, no fun for anyone. It's an all-in, all the chips to the center of the table.
Yeah. They haven't been able to establish an economy yet, right? The 2 gun rounds they did pick up, we highlighted it was just Mezzi surviving. So this is a real issue. They have to force buy it. Probably would have been the double eco at that stage. So here they need to make a lot work with very little. And Spirit, if they can just stay poised like they were in those previous rounds, it just comes down to the final 10 seconds. That's the literal difference maker in the 2 rounds they've lost, is the final 10 seconds. Let's see, it looks like they're setting up some nades here. Going to chunk down, do some chip damage towards that B bomb site. 3 players currently reside from Cloud9. 2 tucked in towards the back of the site, 1 over towards CT, and then over towards A. They also have no info, so passive on short, passive on long. Cloud9 just have to hope that they deliver the frags here. There's not too many ways around this. Double nades towards CT, nobody home. That rotation had just fallen back. It's good info that top banana control is definitely taken, and you can just see Cloud9 have to rejig. With no info, we always talk about it. You either want top mid or you want some banana info. Well, right now, Cloud9 have neither. So it's just a gamble and hoping that they're able to find themselves in the right place at the right time.
If they, oh, can they silently dismount? I don't think they can.
That's a noisy boy.
Yeah, Chop will have heard it. And up long they go.
Wrap, yeah.
This gets awkward because they can wrap B. Zeppa won't be able to contest this. Perhaps the audio cue could be enough to start moving, but this is a lot of power for Team Spirit here. They're going to pincer into Floppy. I mean, oh, Dexter's already taken down the mid push. That's the bomb. Esatag's in the smoke. Oh, and he gets caught in that awkward transition time between CT and Banana. Zeppa from one side, Mezzi from the other. And Team Spirit looking for another flawless round. They get the bomb down with a couple of seconds to spare. Just Mezzi and his armored Deagle looking to perhaps leave the round with a bit of an advanced weaponry, perhaps even punish a little of the Spirit bank, but that'll be about it.
Yeah, he's going to get taken down momentarily here because you can see once again just that pack roll. So even if he gets Dexter, the trade should be following through, and there it is. Mir finishes off Mezzi. That's 5-2 now in Team Spirit's favor. And I think we need to start looking at some of the solutions here for Cloud9. This will have to be a full eco, right? They need the loss bonus to build. They want to get up the utility. They want to get up all the weaponry. But the question is, at what point of the game do you go, okay, now we need to start taking the fight to them? Because we saw that banana aggression get punished from Chopper with the Tech 9. That might make them a little bit shy of going for moves similar to that, which means if they're going to sit back in this formation, Alex, they're just going to need to play 2-3. 2 players B, 3 players A. Hope when they eventually execute, you can trade, 2 for 2, 3 for 3, try and make these winnable. But then we get into the problem of difficult retakes on Inferno. So unless Cloud9 are able to strangle back some control and flow of this game, they're just going to look like headless chooks, right? Running back and forth between these rotations, making late round decisions. They're in a really tough spot with the pace at which Spirit are approaching this game. Oh, you know what? This is the time, if people were with us last year, that we would check in with everybody's favorite. Oh, wait, hold up. This might get action-packed. Sorry,
Hello?
Rush.
Hi, Rush.
Hey, what's going on? Long time no
Well,
speak to.
Cloud9 might be winning an eco round here, so hold on.
All right.
We're about to confirm or deny it. Mir is fine. Okay.
Anyway, Rush.
Rush, you good, man?
Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
It's not bad. We're
been
in
a
our
while.
little bubble.
Yes, you are.
It feels like I'm just kind of doing 2020 again.
Yeah.
I'm in a cave right
I'm in the
now.
same hotel. I'm in the dark cave. The lights are off, and I'm casting Counter-Strike for the first time this year.
Oh, dear.
I've been craving this, though. I mean, I've really enjoyed watching the Blast Pro series and all of their broadcast leads, starting my year off with a bang. And of course, now we get to do it all over again with a whole stack of different names. Cloud9 versus Team Spirit 6-2.
All right.
And it is time, finally. Here we go, a full-ish buy. Just a couple of nades shy for Alex. A couple of kits certainly would be nice. No armor for that EWP. It's far from ideal.
So that retake option I was talking about, that gets a little bit harder, but this aggressive play from Mezzi could be something or nothing. Counter-Strike. The moments of timing. But look at this. They clearly have a pressure point in holes here.
Yeah, and I have a feeling the Mezzi may not be anticipating this so early. Spirit, okay, here they come. Oh, they leap in already. Zeppa gets the multi-kill necessary, keeps it even. Alex with an important frag onto SDY. They have the numbers. Molly fails. Mir wants to plant. They can't contest through the smoke on long, so it is going to be a bit of a rejigging. From Library comes Alex.
No kit, remember.
Good point. They've got plenty of util. They are just going to have to move fast. The smoke starts to fade as another arrives. And Alex can smoke off Pit here if he fancies. Dexter's made it clear that's where he is. Nade lands on his noggin. Molly too. Smoke keeps him safe. Good frag from Floppy. They know where the last is, and Cloud9 retake with plenty of time for that 10-second defuse.
Oh, there you go. That's a bit of a pace change there from Team Spirit, trying to pounce out holes. You saw when they went for that last time, they got smoked, so they went somewhere else on the map. This time, no smoke. They found the entry. Zeppa did a great job to find two. You can see they were a bit under the pump here. And Alex finding SDY, that is what allowed this retake to be possible. A 3v3 on the A site, that is ridiculously harder than just a 2v3 situation that they found themselves in. So here's the opening play. You can see they're jumping out, trying to open up as many lines aside as possible.
The movement from Chopper, by the way, like I know he got taken down, but you could see how he managed to strafe it perfectly to land right in the front of that mini pit. If there's anyone there close, you've got like a headshot angle.
Trying to be a real nuisance, and what could be a nuisance is Degster. He's brought out the AWP on the T side of Inferno. So let's take a look and see how he applies this one, because he could be used a little bit more passively with the play style that Spirit are currently going for, but they didn't interview with HTV at all. They said they want to use him aggressively, so let's see.
Oh, you've really felt the wrath of those double nade, and now Esatag knocked on his ass. Floppy wants the trade, it costs him a great deal. Okay, so this is an awkward one. Who has an advantage in your book when you've got two players on 6 and 11 respectively?
Well, I think Alex will just count him for 100 seeing he has the AWP, but you're right, Floppy being so low on HP, he has to play a little bit more passively, and he's solo B, so if they put any pressure on him, he might just fall like a stack of cards.
I mean, I can't help but feel Floppy's going to surely call for help as soon as this steps up top Banana. Like, you really can't have confidence in defending this with one bullet taking you down.
Yeah, and he has no utility left either, so those smokes he used to...
Headshot angles, that's something.
He might even have to play retake, because as soon as he's spotted, he can't repeat.
And they'll just wallbang it. Yeah. Okay, well, there's action B, boys. I can't contest. Here comes the rotate. It will be Zeppa. Only a FAMAS. Do they smoke the cross? They do. And it looks like Spirit are going to be getting another bomb plant here. No issues getting into the site so far here on Inferno. Best of ones, by the way, for the opening games of our play-in stage. So this is all to play for.
Floppy needs to be so careful here. If he goes for the spam and they shoot back. Okay.
Not bad. Chopper doesn't get too phased by it all. And this is a really awkward one, because if Cloud9 go for this, you can lose it all. You really can. 11, 6. Here comes the flashbang from Alex. This is their go. Molly and Flash. Chopper's in a prime position. He turns it nicely and holds down mouse. One, two from Zeppa. Have they got time? Plenty of kits. Hits the first. Dexter now in a one-on-one. Zeppa trying to call the bluff, hunting him down. Dexter's just played it to perfection. Disappears and re-peeks on. Has Zeppa got the time?
Oh, he's got it.
With the USP, no less.
What a nice round there from Zeppa. That was massive impact, right? Him coming out, being able to find the double from Coffins, then sealing the 1v1 in a pressure moment against an AWP. Huge stuff right there, and Cloud9 will find their fourth. But once again, labored. They are having to work for all of these, and Cloud9, with one player surviving on a gun run, have to drop it over again. Spirit, they can continue to keep Cloud9 in this position. They can find the bomb sites, they can get those bombs down and make these situations so tight. This is not going to be an easy game for Cloud9.
Zeppa, that transfer, and then proceeding to win the 1v1, getting back onto that bomb. Very nice stuff. And I mean, I'll be honest, from the experience of watching Cloud9 games with Henry, they never make it easy. They never make it easy.
Never watched more stressful Counter-Strike in my life.
Oh my goodness, no. And as soon as it looks like there's absolutely no way for them to get back in, there'll just be some ridiculous round you can't explain other than what seems to be Zeppa's CZ or Mezzy's M4.
This is great stuff again from Mir. He's taken all of this room on his own, right? Sure, there were teammates there ready to flash and help him if he needed it, but they haven't had to give away anything. He can apply pressure just completely dry here. Look at this.
Not comfortable duels for Esatag, and he gets knocked down. Mira's got so much conviction. He's got just confidence in his own play. He knows he can win that duel. And he does exactly that.
You see that type of entry fragging, though? That's not the old, we'll bang some flashes and smokes in for you, mate, and you go and find the timing. He is just punishing by, you know, playing the smoke gaps, walking up through, and actually just catching them when they wouldn't be expecting players to be disrespecting smokes like that. And now, Cloud9 have had to go in a 2-2 split. At least they have top mid control, so the B players know this is coming.
Yeah, but they're so static on A. Floppy's going to need a multi-kill to even make this round a realistic goal. The wave of Team Spirit's on its way, crashing into B. Full 5-man commitment to Banana, and Floppy gets nothing. It would have to be a save unless Zeppa got everyone on the cross. Does stink up Magix.
How does he get out now? There's no smoke for him unless they re-smoke it. He could be in the open here. So Zeppa wants to hold on to this M4. You can see that over on A, Alex and Mezzy are holding on to their goodies as well. And now the loss bonus again can start to build for Cloud9, but because of the back and forth nature of these rounds, they've never been able to establish anything close to a max loss bonus. And CT side, economy, cruel mistress, all of that, things cost more than Molotovs to incendiary, obviously the M4, the defuse kits. And saving, well, you're going to see plenty more of that here as the scoreline will trickle on up to 7-4 in favor of Team Spirit now, and they are looking great. They've obviously had the rebrand. They have a new logo. They got some new jerseys. And they got a new player. They're looking pretty good.
Is it like a lightning bolt that's going into the dragon? Or what's happening there? Like, that was the part I got confused because I just started seeing like big lips.
Yeah, I tried to just forget about that bit.
Okay.
I was like, is that its like spine? But then that doesn't make any sense.
No.
So I don't know what it is. Maybe if
A leaf?
somebody from Team Spirit is watching, and you can let us know what it is on the Twitter sphere. It's always a good place to find us.
I just want to click that asset, delete it, and think it looks cleaner.
Okay.
But that's just my personal opinion.
Well,
Everyone's entitled to one. You just don't have to tweet it at me.
the guns are back out, and you can see the force buy from S attack.
Oh, okay, he's fine. And Alex is in a lot of trouble. If
Still
SDY, oh my lord, he was about to have a freebie. Good damage. That's great damage from Cloud9's utility. They've still got a couple of smokes, but they've used a lot of it to contest early here. And it has forced them back. Team Spirit do not have top banana control.
Yeah, and they actually dumped a lot of resources into that. So with this half HP-ish on 3 players, oh, we might need the bomb. Grabbing that. They have still a minute and 15 left on their clock.
Dexter's holding it. Doesn't slip up. And now it gets awkward for Floppy, and Dexter gets them both. He did land the dink. Had that been a different weapon, maybe a different result. Now, Cloud9 losing 2 soldiers on this B front. S-Attack's trying to do anything he can to slow them down. The flash ain't bad. But SDY does get across. More utility thrown out, hoping to find a head, and he does through the smoke, perhaps. There's a little hope at the end of this. 48 seconds about to be shaved down by Mir's plant. Ratting through the smoke on the flash. I like it. Hard shots, damage. Zeppa finishes it off, and he gets another can't transfer. 1v2 for Mezzy. He's had plenty. Smokes off the AWPA. This isn't bad. He's got a 1v1 now on SDY. Advancing. Emo, smoke indicative of his position. He's worried about the low HP on Dexter. Nade wasn't far off, but not good enough. Kit there. SDY patrolling around the smoke. It's just no chance now for Mezzy. He's running out of options, running out of time. SDY spotted, found. Time, so sensitive. Mezzy would have to hit this now. Oh, it's not far off, but Dexter converts 4 in the round. On T-side Inferno with the AWP.
Yeah, we don't see a lot of that these days, right? The AWP on the T-side of Inferno, really hard to operate when the utility's on point. It's so good, and Dexter with huge impact here. This round started with all that grenade damage down Banana and Team Spirit going, oh, I guess we're not going B at the start of the round. And then Dexter just cracks it open, continues to find impact, and wins another close round. So I think for Team Spirit, with the scoreline where it sits, 8-4, the rounds that they've lost could have easily fallen the other way. So this is looking quite commanding from them. And we get back underway with what will just have to be the pistol limp-ins. So some Kevlar on Zeppa, some flashes, some deagles, P250s in the mix, nothing crazy. As Team Spirit can just continue to go through their paces, and they've even got Chopper onto the Mac 10.
How many buy rounds have we seen out the CT side?
I think they've probably managed to get a total of 5.
Okay.
Right? So they've had a couple cracks. That was through the saving of the guns and early when Mezzy was able to win a couple. But full buy rounds with everything, that's where we could maybe say, when I say everything, I mean the old school version.
You're talking bells, whistles,
4
defuse
rifles
kits.
and all, full sets of utility. You know, we've probably seen about maybe 3 or 4, 3 of those maybe.
The poor CT side, eh?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Obviously, the weaponry that people can function with now, it's larger scale. It's not just those rifles. But look at this.
Like, there couldn't be a better weapon for the job in this round than Chopper's Mac 10.
And he's already taken all this space. He has all this info. Mir's already walked into B, so the rotation's cut off. It just is a matter of finding these kills and mopping up the round. And, well, that's going to happen easy as you like. 45 seconds left. The bomb's going to go down. Alex and Mezzy, well, I think they're going to be stuck in no man's land. And the best thing they could be hoping for here, I was going to say, is economic damage. But with this late stage of the game, it's no longer a huge priority, especially if you're Spirit. You know, you can still go for a couple of these changes. You can go for some lower buys. You already want a lower buy. So finding a gun, that wouldn't be too bad.
Certainly a fantastic start. 9 locked in on that T side, though.
He's just going hunting with the P250.
I'm liking the Corona cut from SDY. You see he's kind of got the full, like, long...
Pushed it back, yeah.
What would you call that? Like the kind of Disney Prince?
Disney Prince.
The OJ Borg? Flynn Rider?
Yeah. All right. Well, there's 9-4. 2 more rounds remaining in the first half here of our opening game. And if you want to check out the other action, we do have B and C streams operational right now. Gambit versus Team 1, and we have Big versus the Movie Star Riders. Obviously, Smooya over there with the Riders, taking on his old team of Big. So that's happening on our other channels. And later today, we've got NIP versus Complexity. You got some Renegades Mouse Sports, Liquid MIBR to close things out, OG Fnatic. There's some good matches today. Oh, that's not the end of the day. That's only the best of ones. There's still best of threes after that. So I'm getting a bit ahead of myself.
Yeah, Cole Nip, one I'm very interested to see how that plays out. New Complexity, I say new Complexity, of course, just the return of Poison, return of morale, return of any sort of kind of hope for the future. Ooh, okay, SDY survives nicely despite the CT utility towards his position. A smoke indicative of presence, and he's trying to hit the jump peak. It's an ambitious shot. You can see he's got his routine ironed out to get himself out of logs, and so no issues other than presence on Banana. That's what his role has been. Chopper into the apartments. Alex does put his eye to the AUG scope. He's going to be very vulnerable. Surely that flash from Boiler is enough to... It's actually a smoke. He's completely locked out now. Chopper can access short. Mezzy could be tested here.
They're going to push through this. You can see them playing close behind the smoke. They're going to try and boost over.
I don't hate it.
It's difficult to see a lot down middle, but they've seen that Porch is clear. Dexter with the AWP, though. This could be a disaster.
Oh, especially if Chopper comes back up mid. They have to dismount. He can punish. Oh, but Zeppa's there in the off angle. Does catch one. Dexter on the swing. Smoke for the library side. Actually, it's more towards the site. Pit, if anything.
Yeah, Moto's smoked off now, so at least...
Okay, that's big from Zeppa. If he gets another, we're cooking.
A's open. It's just this one player in pit. The rest of the CTs are all rotating from B, so there's time for Spirit if they get moving now. 20 seconds.
No nades. Mezzy needs at least one just to slow them down. They're clearing sight. He's in the off angle. Does catch the back of Magix. Evades the flash nicely as well. They're running out of time, and the flank is perfect. That's CLOUD9. Probably the most convincing round we've seen out of them so far.
Yeah, definitely with the numbers staying alive. And when you consider this juncture of the game going into the final round, you get 9-6. You get those 6 rounds. You win the pistol round, we'll hit some of those cliches for you. You're back in it.
Yeah.
You're definitely back in it. And Team Spirit on this CT side, I'm going to be interested to see how they're playing Dexter. I'm not sure how much practice. Obviously, if they're allowing it through in a best of one, they must be happy with how it's looking. But we've pointed out some of the tendencies of Spirit before on their CT side. Magic's boosted with a shotgun on that Porch side. I want to see how much of that comes in. But let's turn our attention to round number 15 as, well, everyone's got everything they possibly want here.
Alex went back to spawn to spend his last $300. I did wonder. 1-for-1 trade on Banana. He does grab that smoke. Imagine if it's a round-winning smoke. 90 seconds on the clock, though, and they already have top mid. The battle for one of the two, be it Banana or top mid, has been won out by Spirit. They have the info, and now smoke's being deployed. That's going to force Alex to make a decision and actually throw out a smoke of his own to maintain control.
Ooh, they're trying to punish the rotations here from the heavy B setup.
Okay, this is tough. This is a big test for Alex. He has to catch them, and it's going to be off the back of a flash as well. Oh, no. Silent, but he does pluck one under a lot of scrutiny. But he does catch another Team Spirit member trying to worm their way through that smoke. Chopper back on long. Alex planning to hold short safely from library. Can take a cursory glance towards long. Has, or should he need to?
It's just Mezzy and Pit again, though, so he definitely needs to slow them down like he did before.
Oh, God, that boost. The tip of his beret, potentially visible. Dexter's caught Mezzy, and now it gets awkward for Alex. It's a 3v3. And he's holding the close line. Misses his shot, misses his chance, and Mir's already hitting shots. All of the shots necessary. Looks like double digits unless Zeppa's got a very long run and 3 kills ahead of him. I don't quite see that one manifesting.
Yeah, we had some Zeppa focus, so let's see what he's got. The bomb started, 40 seconds is already ticking on down. Molotov HE to work with. The kit's looking good, and right now there's 2 towards Pit and 1 towards the site. So if you win this one, I'll be impressed. It's a difficult round here for Zeppa.
Yeah, I'll give him a gold star, I reckon.
A big thumbs up. The Grand Pit, seal of approval.
If only he knew. Molly, good too. Forces the fight. Chopper will go down. Now looking for 2 more. And oh, the adjustment. He only needs the last. Dexter's on site. Makes it look convincing. 10-5 at the half.
shadows. I've come to make a name, ready for battle. Cause I got a thing to claim. Think that I'll crumble. I'll show you your mistake. Where you see me coming, better run for cover. Cause I'm not soaring down, I'm never going under. I survived the pain, I know it made me stronger. So meet the monster I came to conquer. When all the smoke clears, I'll still be on my feet. Forget all of my fears. Cause I know my destiny. I feel a champion waking inside of me. It's set in motion, the legend's spoken. This is my moment. Can't break my focus, know where I'm going. This is my moment. Where you see me coming, better run for cover. Cause I'm not soaring down, I'm never going under. I survived the pain, I know it made me stronger. So meet the monster I came to conquer. When you see me coming, better run for cover. I survived the pain, I know it made me stronger. We were caught in the fire. Our faith was left out in the open. Saw the fear in your eyes.
It is time to rock and or roll. Cloud9 Spirit, first best of one of our very first day of Iem Katowice. It is going to be a very, very action-packed set of weeks. Counter-Strike does once again return to its Katowice home, and 10-5 the score in our very first game here on the main stream. There are multiple broadcasts for all of the game's best of ones to open up our play-in stage. I'm Machine, I'm joined by Chad, and we have got ourselves a game. Odds do not look favorable after a 10-5 half. Seems like Team Spirit have absolutely got the bookies' edge.
Well, this is a hard B. CT smokes in and away they go. So this one's going to be fast.
Yeah, very, very good nade. It does look to half Alex's health. He's got a lot of util, can't afford to lose it. Chopper can just take these fights. The flashes are so good from Spirit. Finally, there's a chance, and it is only a chance. Now the bomb loose. Alex so low. Esatag no armor. This is got a foreboding feeling about it for Cloud9 fans. What are you going to do with that molly, mate? You can't even plan. He's sat there like a plum, bomb in his hands. And Esatag landed to try and find a 1v4. Headshot through the smoke. We do find 11 for Spirit, and the hopes and dreams of Cloud9 making this a competitive Inferno do start to fade.
Yeah, and the real decision is, do they force buy or do they just take a save here? They didn't get the plant, right? So they don't get that extra money coming on through. And it means if you go for the save, sure, you have enough for the AKs, maybe you'll opt for Galils to get that full utility in the next. But all in all, your buy's not going to be great either way. And you're letting rounds slip. So there's a lot of choices. They're going to go for the full eco option. I want to get those rifles out as quickly as possible. Just want to make a quick note here. Dexter, a little bit not worried. I wanted to see how he was going to do on Inferno because we haven't seen him on Inferno with the team. That's normally where Patsy was playing when the two were added to the roster. He's doing fine. 18 kills. 18 bloody kills. So I think that he's feeling all right. Going to be part of that star trio alongside of Mir and Magix as we see more and more out of Spirit. And with these Glocks right now from Cloud9, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to get used to us saying this, but the concept on the T side is to draw out as much of this utility as you possibly can, right? You can see here the CTs limping out smokes, Molotovs, flashes. They're going to have to reinvest in that going forward. So the more of this they can bait out, the more of the clock that they can milk down, the better. If they can get a plant, they can get a kill, they can get anything like that, it's an added bonus. So you'll see these long drawn out rounds just with these Glocks as We still have above a minute. Long drawn out. They're not copying the Astralis playbook by any means. That's going to be a fast one. Team Spirit pick it up. They didn't have to even use all of their nades. They keep all 5 alive. And now going into round number 18, they're going to have all the goodies. And you can see right here, this is a bit of a B-Stream update. You got Big versus Movie Star Riders. Bigger over onto that CT side now and just picked up the pistol. And we also have a C-Stream as well. So tune into those if this one's over quick. 12-5. AKs are out.
Could you imagine casting Cloud9 Movistar Riders with 2 Alexes, both in caps?
Like I was saying to you before, do you know how rough it's going to be with Mouse Sports versus Spirit? Dexter and Degster.
Ugh. And then you've got Magix versus Magisk.
Yes, that's another one. Might have to get a bit creative with those, I think.
I think so too. Still, hot button issue. Should
Oh,
probably be careful, as should Chopper. He's going for
Made
it.
noise now. Surely they heard that.
Yeah, so SDY wants to provide some support, but Zephyr wants to punish. This is all about timing. They get it and get away. The flash was enough. Chopper had to turn, and now Zephyr wants more. Catches info that they have backed away from Banana. Incendiary will buy time. Alex looking to line up a smoke for Coffins, and I think they're going for the boost. I don't know if they've got time for this. It does seem like Cloud9 are not in a hurry. 2 smokes arriving B, but no movement.
And this is good because the traditional flashes you see most teams throwing into the B bomb site don't tend to get that position. So if they're not pre-aiming, if they're not running in ready for you, you might get a kill or 2.
Mission accomplished. They've pulled a CT smoke, but it's a little shorter than most. I think that might be indicative of perhaps a CT position.
Yeah, I think they would even want them to kind of walk into that if you were Team Spirit, considering how shallow that one was thrown. But right now, Cloud9 look like they're heading back towards A. There's 40 seconds left on the clock, so they can still change their mind. Top mid smokes. This looks like the A pounce.
Good nade. Magix needs more though. He sees him. Alex fully flashed. Oh, good trade. S-Attack gets it, but Dexter's on the cold Zera box and another double. It will be 2v2 as the dust settles. Bomb to be planted with 20 seconds, and those B defenders are fully disconnected from the fray. They'll be scavenging as they run. Knives out when possible, trying to close that gap. Mezzi opting to just stand on the bomb. And up through mid comes Mir and SDY. Kits, present.
If they stay quiet here, Cloud9 might even think that they're saving. They're going to stay exactly where they are. They're not going to posture for too much, but the last second pounce from Team Spirit might catch Cloud9 off guard.
It's possible. Mezzi's holding this. He's been holding it for so long. Here they come into the site. Damage, 1 for 1. SDY needs Floppy, needs him now. Just hiding, playing the time. That's exactly all he had to do was hold crouch. And there's just simply no time. SDY will survive in the corner, I believe. And we get ourselves a 6 for Cloud9.
That was a close one. They took all the guns away. Sure, that stimuli of the extra bonus with the bomb going down comes through, but everybody dies. So for a bonus round, which is pretty much what this was from Team Spirit, it's a good round, right? They lose it, sure, but the conditions going forward are looking very, very positive. Dexter again with another good chunk of impact. Now the big gun should come out here. You can see we've got the AWP for Dexter. Sure, Chopper's had to go with that MP9 again. A Famus for Magix. They have an AUG on SDY. Utility's good. There's kits in play. But Cloud9, they've got a couple of emissions as well. 2 MAC-10s. Maybe that's going to be something a little bit quicker. Limits them a little bit here.
Dexter sticking around for that fight, and Zephyr catching it straight through the corner. He's lucky to be alive. 10 HP to operate with for the rest of this round. Mid-info denied. They're in so fast. Look at the flash. SDY could have taken his hands off the keyboard and mouse as soon as his screen went white. Alex is in as well. So is the bomb. And the CT's almost completely locked out. They're coming in from Arch now. In fact, that's nice from Chopper, just making sure his teammates know there's plenty of space, but it seems they're just gathering resources on B.
Yeah, they should just save already. I think that was really well handled by Cloud9. A nice little pace change just there. Even with the leg shot or the tag through the wall coming in early onto Zephyr, they right the ship and they grab another rounder and they get the bomb down again. So at this juncture, if they can get themselves any dropped utility across the board, maybe upgrade that MAC-10 if there's any guns lying around, then things are going to be looking better and better. Well, there's nothing because they have the AUG and the Famus. So no, you're stuck with that MAC-10 or the Galil Mezzi. So there we go. 12-7 now. Bomb goes off. And Spirit will be able to have a buy again, right? Sure, their loss bonus isn't fantastic, but they still have the AWP, the Galil, the AK. It's like they're trading guns at this stage. But they're still deadly, and that's the key here for Team Spirit. They're giving themselves another chance. Whereas we noticed in the early stages for Cloud9, because it was just Mezzi surviving with those round wins, they weren't saving guns. When they were going into the next rounds after winning a round, they were hamstrung as well. So we still have this early battle of economy within the early stages of the second half. You can see again, Chopper, third round in a row, another MP9, same thing for SDY. The Star Trio all have some rifles, utility is good, still the kits. This is the breaking point. If Cloud9 win this one and they can actually rip these guns out of Spirit's hands, then we're looking pretty. Hopefully get the in-game audio back for you any second.
We're just getting a couple of those kinks out of the system.
It's always good to do the first thing in the day.
Yeah.
I can make the noises. There's like kablamo and there's burning noises. That's
Why is Counter-Strike a cartoon? Kablamo?
Oh, look, you know, the original Batmans. There it is.
Nice. And here's the Kablamo as the Molotov lands. Do you know, onomatopoeia is a really cool concept in the English language. For anyone that doesn't know, it's when a word sounds like it does, like pop and zoom. Oh, Zeppa did tag one up while flashed. It's unconfirmed damage.
This is a little bit sketchy for Cloud9 here. Sure, there's some damage done, but once again, there's smokes being held onto. I say that Magix drops one. Mir, this off angle.
It's all about timing, isn't it? And he's just tucked himself around the corner.
A gambling A. So Cloud9 might just walk in on this. A contact play.
Don't hate it. Oh,
Look at all these nades.
What's Alex up to? All of those nades have been thrown past his face as he just buried himself in the CT smoke. Now boosting. Who's holding this? Oh, the timing's so good. Just as Mezzy thought it was time to get that bomb down. An AK's been recovered. Bomb will be planted courtesy of Alex. It's a 5v4 though. Advantage for Team Spirit. Dexter, the spearhead of this assault, just throwing in bullets and nades. He channels them into the HE. Oh, you're right. And that is a big pile of CTs. He spotted them all. Zeppa conveys the information. There's 4 of them gathered outside construction.
Yeah,
what
boys, they're definitely coming for it.
Jesus. Oh, great stuff. Long range with the MP9. Gets awkward now. Only Alex. Multiple targets. They found him. He's expecting another duel, and it's easy for Dexter. Team Spirit.
25.
Yeah, he's just had a perfect arrival into this Team Spirit roster.
Bloody Nora, couldn't be better.
No better than a T-side start where he's multi-fragging with the AK as well.
Yeah, well, this is... Look, I'm seeing Alex close to that smoke, and I'm questioning, you know, why they're not scaling side a little bit quicker, and obviously there's a lot of nades to harass them. I think obviously you're expecting Team Spirit in that moment to make one of those plays, push through the smoke, see if you're able to capitalize on the CAS, but they just sat back. They were more than happy to give them control, then realized that with the number disadvantage, well, they're going to have to try and push us. They did, and there's one of the old Spirit jerseys. We're going to have to get that guy an updated one.
Yeah, I think Spirit fans lift is what I've learned already, actually. Only the most alpha chads to support Team Spirit.
All right, back underway again. Cloud9 with the plant, able to get the buy through again. Money not stabilized for either side just yet. 2 silenced M4s in the mix, one for Chopper, one for Magix. Utility looking great, and they're actually holding on to a chunk of it here. So we're already ticked into 20 seconds past the round start. They're still working with all of their smokes. There's one. There's a molly as well. They're going to have to fight this.
Yeah, this is awkward. Zeppa's actually chosen to extinguish it so he doesn't have to swing. But that is exactly what the doctor ordered. Esatag bleeding. Alex, down and out. Looks like Mir wasn't going to get any early info off that. The flash was there to deny it, but the nade does look promising too. No one's going to get too much shrapnel in them for that one. No pushes out of the top mid area, so not confirming that there's a commitment to B just yet. They are opting for that boost. Smoke check on the B players looks minimal.
They're going. It's the double pump.
Okay. I like their positions. Molly new box shouldn't be a problem for Chopper. And he holds his nerve. Holds his spray. Takes the first. Zeppa can't trade either. Now he unloads, and it's beautiful stuff. 3 frags. He's even going to get the 4th. He deserves it. Worked hard for that one. Chopper puts himself at 16 frags, and Spirit 2 rounds away from closing out their opening best of 1 of the play-ins.
Yeah, I see what Alex was going for there, right? Like we were highlighting in the first half, Mir going for similar plays, and here's this again from Chopper. You can see the flash only blinding him for a split second there and then able just to unload and mop everybody else up. Very difficult spot to flash. I saw Glaive in one of the Astralis demos actually doing a skybox flash to bounce down in front of that position to help with dealing with it, but it's something that if you're low on utility, you're probably going to overlook that flash.
There was actually a great flash I saw on Reddit that someone had just basically stolen from a demo and wanted to raise public awareness of, which is a pop flash that covers that boost spot. It's like, you know the typical, I call it the MBK one just because that's who I saw throwing it, but like you're on back logs and it just pops above the boost boxes.
Sure.
It's like that, but further towards new box side, and it seems to cover the CT boost, it covers coffins, it covers emo, like there's a flash, one flash fits all, if you will. Someone's finally found it. The only safe spot is if you're actually staring at new box yourself. Now,
I
don't want to say
all in here.
it's an all-in maneuver. You know, we're not playing for a draw, as my teammates sometimes say.
Yeah, there's overtime here, ladies and gentlemen. So this is rough, right? CLOUD9 had a choice either to go for a bit of a save or to go all in, and they've opted for the all-in option. So it's do or die right here. If they don't get a plant this time round, and oh, dearie me, she might be all over Red Rover. Early damage again. Alex taking a bit more.
Please, sir, I want some more. More Counter-Strike.
Double digits would be nice, I think, for Cloud9's confidence, because when we were highlighting some of the issues in that first half, Mezzy having back-to-back multi-kill rounds to get them on the board was a bit of a drama. Obviously, we had some clutch moments and some scrappier moments. It's been a cleaner game from Spirit. They've been looking phenomenal here. Never really worried. Cloud9 is setting up for one of these little pops. Smoke towards the arch side. 3 players corralling up middle, 1 boiler. CASA tag dealing with a banana push. Bomb still down towards T stairs. That could be a problem. A minute on the clock now. And utility still, it's just trying to be drawn out, force this rotation. The CTs keep moving. Handful of smokes to work with, but every piece of utility Cloud9 uses now needs to be perfect. Jeez. Okay. Bye.
He made that look easy. There's the tag sent to the Shadow Realm from a flick of Dexter's AWP as he's chasing 30 in less than 30 rounds of play. Significantly less. 22nd round. Could be the 15th here for Spirit. Alex is just hoping one more Deagle bullet can land, and it does. That's an AK he'll likely want to equip a teammate with. Okay, so they smoke library, they want to feign long presence, and now they want to hunt that pit player, but... Oh, Magix is in a good position to punish on the site. They're in. And that should be it. Alex so low. He lives to tell the tale.
1 HP, 1v3.
Yeah, have you ever seen that?
I'm ready for the story though, Alex.
It's actually prime if he gets apps. I like it. I mean, okay, so the kit's on Chopper, which means Dexter's likely going to be the one that's having to hit the ridiculous flick to apps, unless he pre-aims it.
Oh dear, this
he's going
could get
short.
messy.
Yeah, okay, this is interesting. He hasn't planted for short.
Time.
There it is. They even actually, so interesting. Because they had the time, they put the 10-second defuse on it so Chopper can keep things safe. Good communication and good stabilization. Let's see that one again. This is the 26th. Very quick reactions. Boff.
Okay, well, look, all in all, with what Cloud9 went into that round with, that's a pretty decent result. 2 players surviving, the bomb down. Sure, the round win is what we're looking for. They're back against it now. 15-7 is the scoreline. They're by Galil, Mac-10. There is 1 AK. So Alex, the beacon of hope here, seeing if you can crack open a couple of skulls. We'll have to go toe-to-toe with the full investment as Team Spirit just 1 round away here.
I know how good Team Spirit are. Why did I predict Cloud9?
I think Henry was in your ear, man.
God damn it. Magix doesn't control the spray, and oh, the tip of Mezzy's beret was visible, but it's Floppy that catches the flak. Oh, that sucks. Mezzy's revealed with the trajectory that he's still down there. Should be a shot for SDY. He's trying to close the gap. Chopper swings in as well. There's only 1 left, and it's over. A 16-7 thrashing. Convincing from Team Spirit, that's for sure. We're breaking it down at the desk when we come back.